For today's beginner's guide for Ultimate Alliance 3, we cover a hero that if you watch their short-lived Netflix series, then they don't need any introduction. If you didn't watch the series, then this is what you missed.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist. I'm the immortal Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist.
No idea what an Iron Fist is. Sounds like a sex toy.
So that's right, for today's beginner's guide we have a look at Danny Rand, the immortal Iron Fist and protector of Kunlun. Now in this video we'll start off with a quick look at his stats and we'll do a general overview for him. We'll follow up by having a look at his abilities. We then have the top 10 team bonuses. Next up it's the Synergy attack guide, and we'll check out the build options available on him and the optimal ice weight to use. We'll then have a look at his alternative costume and then we'll finish up with a quick summary. So we'll jump in and we'll start off with the overview. If you're looking for a melee character that's all about getting an enemy's face and attacking with style and looking pretty awesome at the same time, then Iron Fist will be the character that you're looking for. Now when we look at his tags, he has energy on 3 of his abilities and he has melee on 1. Unfortunately that one melee tag messes a little bit with his itemization, but that's something we'll cover when we get to the build section. He doesn't have any traits unfortunately. When we look at his stats, he actually does fairly decent here. His strength is up at a B, so that will affect Thunder Kick. His vitality is C, mastery is C, resilience is C, durability is a B, so that helps out, and then finally his energy is a C. So he does decent as mentioned in regards to the stats, and the only slight downside is that one skill having the melee rather than the energy tag, but that's something we can deal with. Now let's actually have a more in-depth look at the abilities. First ability we have here is Thunder Kick. Now if I bring Iron Fist into my team, I'll generally do that to lower the stagger gauge on an elite or a boss, and this skill is exceptionally good at doing that, and it's the skill I use the most often on him. Now when you do use this, the range on it isn't actually the greatest, and a lot of times I found when I was trying to hit a boss I would jump forward and I'd miss them by a good few feet, so I would try and be relatively close to them before you fire it off, otherwise you'll just miss and the attack and the energy of course will be wasted. But nice skill, but again just be very wary of the positioning of it before you use it. Next ability we have here is Dragon Smash. Now on the surface this actually looks to be very similar to Thunder Kick, and then it's one that you charge up and then you dash forward and hit targets in a long line. The difference being that Thunder Kick, the stagger gauge is up at A and this one it's down at D. Now the damage rating on Thunder Kick and this skill are both B, however in testing this one actually does double the damage that Thunder Kick was doing. Thunder Kick comes out at around about 10,000 and Dragon Smash is coming out around 20,000, so don't be put off using this skill because it seems like a lesser version than the one we covered before. This can be a nice one to use if you're looking to put out a decent amount of damage and look pretty awesome doing it as well. The next ability we have here is Chi Focus. This adds a bit of trash cleaning skills to Iron Fist. It's in a small range, but it means that if he is crowded with lots of minions you can fire this off. Again, it's a really nice looking attack and it will take them all out. So that's Chi Focus. So let's check out the final ability. We finish up the abilities section then with Rise of the Dragon, and this is your main single target damage skill. So what you'll generally do on an elite or a boss, you'll use Thunder Kick to fly towards them, pull down their stagger gauge and hopefully stun them, and then once you've done that you'll follow up with Rise of the Dragon. Now the damage rating on it is up at an A. Damage isn't that far off Dragon Smash, though to be honest I feel that you can actually use either one once an enemy's actually staggered. It's down to you if you want to do the punch where you launch forward or if you want to do one where you fly in the air, but they're both pretty awesome for taking down elites and bosses. So that's all his abilities. Let's now have a look at his top 10 team bonuses. For our top 10 team bonuses we have our usual suspects in spot number 1, so it's Electra, Psylocke and Wolverine, offering a whopping 27% in bonuses. Now if we break that down, it consists of 15% strength, so that will greatly benefit his Thunder Kick, You have 4% durability, 3% mastery, which affects his remaining 3 skills, 4% vitality, and 1% energy as well there, so it is a decent bonus. In 10th spot here we have Electrostorm and Wolverine, and they still offer a very decent 20%. And as always, these team bonuses are nice, but you can get a lot of stats via your ISO, so don't feel that you're forced to run this particular team. If you want to run a more defender-centric team and get Daredevil and Luke Cage in there, and hopefully Jessica Jones in time as well, then feel free to do that. When it comes to synergy attacks, Iron Fist is very much middle of the pack. He does have synergy traits on all of his skills, but those actual synergy traits can't generate a great amount of skills. But the ones he's got available are Bash, Burst, Charge, and also Launch. If you look at the top 5 characters he synergizes well with, so you want to run this team if you're looking to do a synergy Infinity Trial, you need to get a set amount of damage. You've got Crystal, Star-Lord, Hawkeye, Ghost Rider, and finally Loki. Bottom 5 characters you want to avoid if you're looking to do nice damage via synergy attacks would be Rocket and Groot, Nightcrawler, Spider-Man, Thanos, and then finally Scarlet Witch once again. So that's all the synergy options that are available. Let's have a look at the build options now in the optimal ISO 8. So when it comes to build options, then due to the way his actual damage tags are split, you've got the melee on his main skill Thunder Kick that you can't avoid using, and then the remaining 3 skills use energy. You really have to go with just your bog standard damage increases. So we'd run him as a melee stagger style character. So firstly you've got increased crit hit chance by 8%, we have increased damage done to enemies by 16.5%, and then finally you've got increased damage done to stagger gauge by 12.8%, because that's why you're going to take him in there, to help pull down the stagger gauge on bosses. So if you can pull it down even quicker, then that's even better. So pretty simple option there, but with these build sections, actually someone mentioned recently that for a few characters they were pretty simple, but in this game it's a simple game. I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel and come up with complex build options just for it to look complex when it's not necessarily needed. So for Iron Fist, nice simple setup anyway. So let's now have a look at his alternative costume. Once again then, with the alternative costume, at the moment it is just a simple recolour, but this actually fits in with a costume that I've seen Iron Fist actually wear. And I remember this particular costume in Marvel Heroes Omega, it was a pretty awesome looking one, and it looks really nice here as well. Now in regards to unlocking this costume, it will be unlocked as you're playing through the superior difficulty mode. So let's just finish up with a quick overview. One of the most important aspects then when it comes to building a team in Ultimate Alliance 3 is having a character that's able to pull down the stagger gauge on bosses and also elites, otherwise you'll just be wailing away on them for ages. So Iron Fist is a character that without a doubt fills that role. I wouldn't say he's up there for me personally with the likes of Black Panther, who I think is a complete and utter monster when it comes to destroying bosses. He really does shred them incredibly, and he also has the benefit in that his skill is a fairly forgiving lock-on, and I find quite a lot, and you've maybe seen it in the footage we've shown off tonight, when I use the Thunder Kick to try and pull down the stagger gauge, a lot of times I'll actually whiz by the actual character, or I just won't fly forward enough to actually hit them. So that is one of the slight downsides. So he's still definitely amazing at pulling down the stagger gauges, but not quite top tier. So let me know in the comments below if you are running Iron Fist in your particular team, how you're getting on with them, if you're enjoying them, if you're able to melt bosses with them, and if you're enjoying the content, take the time to hit the share button, the like button, leave a comment below, because YouTube is notoriously bad at actually recommending my content. I've compared myself to other content creators for this game and also for Strike Force, and I get something like a third less recommendations from them. So if you leave a comment below and share the video, that certainly helps out, and hopefully we can get the content getting recommended a bit more. And of course, if you're enjoying the content and you're not yet subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.